Hey everybody, just wanted to make a quick check-in video before the night was over. Um, I haven't been feeling very good lately. Last week I caught whatever bug is going around work. It just have not been feeling good. Um, I lost my voice completely for 2 days. I have spent a lot of time in bed. I even had to take 2 days off of work, which is very abnormal for me. I usually will go to work on my deathbed, and I just couldn't do it. Um, Still not quite back to 100% yet, but I'm on track. I'm on my way there. Taking zinc and vitamin C and vitamin B pills and just multivitamins, just whatever I can shove down my throat to help me feel better. Um, I haven't really had a whole lot going on besides just trying to get through work and coming home. Um, I didn't really have a prepared topic to talk about tonight. I really just wanted to make this and check in with everybody. I know that there's been people looking for my video, and some of my viewers worry when I don't put something up, and so I just wanted to check in with everybody and let them know that I'm doing okay. I am slowly feeling better. Every day is just a little bit better. There was a period of time there where I would feel really good, and then I'd go back to a fever and back to not being able to talk. And but for the last 3 days, it's just been an uphill climb to feeling better. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it stays that way, and I feel back to normal by next week. Um, the only thing that I could really think about to talk, I almost didn't make this video tonight. I almost just said I'll do it next time, but I really need to quit doing that. And so I figured I could talk to you guys about what I shared with my therapist this week, actually this morning. So once a week I have a therapy session for about an hour or so, and um, we talked about feeling like myself and how I have forgotten what that feels like. Um, going through a hard time recently, I can't seem to get out of that rut. I can't seem to remember what it feels like to be myself. And being depressed as fuck all the time has become my new normal. And I'm not okay with that. Um, I I guess I could share with you guys that I literally haven't felt like myself or have been at peace for very long in my life. Um, I got together with my daughter's mom right around the time I was 17, and as some of you will know, I was a very, very angry individual during that time in my life, and I'm not proud of that. Uh, I not only, I hurt a lot of people being angry, and was angry at the world, and I could never figure out why. Um, our relationship ended when I was 21. I had just turned 21, and then I spent the next 5, 6, 7 years diving into a bottle. And you're not yourself, and you don't feel good when you don't take the time to address and try and fix the problem. Drinking all the time doesn't fix anything, and it took me a really long time to figure that out. Um, right before I met my most recent ex, um, I had started to finally find some peace. I felt normal. I felt comfortable with being by myself. Um, I had finally found some serenity in not only being alone, but just being me. And surprise, surprise, she came into my life, and was very, very determined to stay. I tried very hard to push her out of my life, and she's stubborn as fuck, and she won me over. Um, After about 6 months of us being together, uh, I found out one morning by scrolling through Facebook that my brother Jacob had committed suicide, and I didn't take it very well. And I dove back into a bottle really hard. And as I have talked about on a previous episode, um, one night in the middle of May, early May, I drank way, way too much, and I have a temper when I drink, and I get really, really angry. That's why it's best for me to just not drink at all. I definitely am not myself when I drink, and um, things happened and I went to jail, and I hurt somebody that I love the most. And ever since that time, uh, after, we tried to fix things, she gave me the chance to change, but nothing that I ever did would take it back. If that makes sense to you guys. Nothing was ever the same. And I have to live with that. I'm grateful that she tried to give me the chance, but things between us were just never the way that they were. And I don't blame her for that. She has every right. I did wrong, and I violated a trust that she put into me, and that's unforgivable. And even though I had quit drinking and I worked to change every aspect of what the fuck was wrong with me, I couldn't ever gain that love back. And for a short period of time, I did feel like myself. I felt still lost, but I had somebody by my side that was weathering the storm with me, and that made everything feel okay. And then in, I don't know what the hell is up with May, but a year later, at the end of May, we separated and lost touch. And it took me months and months to get back to being okay with being alone. I had somebody by my side every day, somebody that I could talk to at all hours, and I'm a very introverted person, and being introverted, I don't go out much, I don't socialize with people very often. um, you know, Here in Pierce, South Dakota, I literally have 3 friends. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm very grateful for my 3 friends. But I don't see them very often either. And we live, busy adult lives. They have kids, or at least 2 of them do. And, I go to work and I come home and I sit by myself all the time. And, I'm not bitter about that. I am just trying to get back to where I'm okay with being alone. I had just barely gotten there right around October last year. Um, in fact, tonight I was going through a bunch of my old test recordings that I did on my laptop, trying to prepare myself to be able to talk to a camera and hold a conversation with a lens for a given period of time. And I have about 6 recordings that I'll hold on to, and maybe one day I'll release them as sort of some behind the scenes content stuff, but for now they're going to stay safely tucked in my laptop folder. But I had finally started to be okay with being alone all the time, and I started to feel like myself again. I remembered what it felt like, and I was like, this is it, I'm on my way. And then I went to Salt Lake City, and I visited my family again, and things were great. I was on top of the world to see my mom and my dad. I hadn't seen my dad in close to 7 years at that point. And I can't even tell you what it meant to go to breakfast that day. I really needed it. And it kind of, being able to see my family and experience those things put me at a level of peace and contentness that I haven't felt in a really long time. And I returned back to Pierre on, I think, November 3rd. And literally 1 month later, my ex had come back into my life. And it was the greatest feeling ever. And I was truly happy. At least what I consider to be really happy. And we had talked again like old friends. And for the first time in a really long time, I gained the feeling of being like we were before everything happened in May and I fucked up. I had that old familiar, you know, this is it. And while I'll never really understand what happened after Christmas, you know, that's not for me to figure out. And I have to accept that. But things, for some reason, weren't meant to work out between us. And I have really been struggling with being okay with that. I'm trying really hard, and I truly wish her and her man nothing but the best. But I am once again trying to find that peace and contentness with being alone all the time, and trying to remember what it feels like to be me, by myself. When I'm in a relationship with somebody that I love, being a person who always has extreme anxiety, I have a bad habit of becoming, in a way, codependent. I rely on my significant other to reassure me that everything is okay, and I gain a peace from them. They calm me down. They make me feel like you know, it's okay, just breathe. And they are the best form of anxiety relief. And I have a bad habit of relying on my significant other to comfort me and make me feel okay. I need to learn how to do that on my own. And nothing has felt okay the last couple of months. And even though I tried really hard, I don't know how to feel normal. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I try and write about it. I try to even do some video journals, which will stay in my laptop. And I haven't been able to paint. I can really only paint when I'm happy, and I'm not happy. It's a struggle. I feel like I don't know who I am. and I don't know where I'm going. And the fact that I turned 30 in 5 days it's in a weird way kind of depressing. I'm excited to be able to say I'm turning 30, but I sit back and I look at my life and I'm like, really? This is it? This is what I've done in 30 years? And this is who I've become? And I get really disappointed in myself. I never thought I would be where I'm at today, so far behind my goals and my dreams, and alone. I'm trying really hard though, and I will get there one day because I'm never gonna give up. And the more I'll continue to learn about myself, the more I will gain a sense of peace. And one day I will beat this god-awful depression, and one day I will beat this anxiety. And one day I'll be okay with being alone. I won't have to look to somebody else to make me feel okay. One day. But today is not that day. I had talked to my counselor about these things today, and I feel like I have gone not so much backwards, but I've been stuck, and I'm trying to pull myself out of this mud hole. Every day is a new day, right? Every day is another chance for a clean slate. So tomorrow I will do my best to wake up in the right mindset and start a new day, one day at a time. As far as my birthday goes, I don't really have anything planned. I was thinking about asking a couple of my friends if they wanted to go to the bowling alley and shoot pool. I haven't shot pool in a long time, and I love to play pool. Turning 30 is kind of, I don't know, it's a momentous occasion for me, because I can honestly say I never thought I would be here. The life that I lived and the things that I put myself through and the stupid shit I have done, I never thought I'd make it to see this number. So I'm going to try to find not only the energy, but just, I guess the word for it is courage, to get my ass up out of this house, stop being by myself for at least one day, and call my friends and say, let's go do something fun. I'm probably not going to bring the camera with me, just to be honest. I had thought about it, and I don't even know if they would let me record in the bowling alley. They'd probably be like, no, 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 no. But I will, if I end up doing that, I will talk to you guys about it, and I will share the experience with you guys. As for now, I'm going to let you guys go, and you will hear from me again soon. I had mentioned on my last episode possibly doing a live Q&A, but to be perfectly honest, I had only gotten a couple of people that were interested in doing it, and so with not enough of group of people I would just prefer not to. So maybe once I gain up, let's say 50 subscribers, I promise you guys a live Q&A no matter what. So, spread these videos around. Let's build the following. And once we hit 50, that's, one of my goal points. Once I make a goal, we'll do a live Q&A. But until then, we'll just talk one-on-one like this. I hope that you guys have a great weekend and a great rest of your week. I will see you guys on my birthday, Monday. I love you all. We'll talk to you next time.